today's video, I had some more requests to talk about contour in depth, do another like demonstration for you guys. So, because once you get the handle of it, it's really easy and it really just makes your makeup and your whole look just more complete, more shapely, more defined, thinner, all the good stuff. So if you guys want to see how I contour my face, then please keep watching. I'm going to jump right into it so it's not 100 years long. So first things first is skin. Skin is so important. And before you contour, you need to have a good canvas. You need to have your skin prepped and foundation on, ready to go. I do not use a primer because I really don't need it. The foundation I'm going to use today is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD in the color Y245. Give it a good shake. Okay. So I've been using this, as you can see, I've really been using this foundation brush by Morphe a lot recently, and I haven't been using my beauty blender, which I know is crazy, right? Shocking. So my biggest thing when I guess I could tell you when learning how to contour is if you're not wearing foundation, you're not contouring. Don't do it because it's going to look stupid. You have to do, if you're going to do one thing, you got to do the other. It's like the other day somebody came in and they had their eyebrows penciled in the salon and that was it. And it's like, you went 10%. Like either 0 or 100. You know, and you don't have to go full beat lashes, you know, but if you want to contour and you want it to look a certain way, then you have to have a smooth canvas, meaning everything has to be like one color. So that's why foundation is so important. And whatever you're used to, go for it. Like, I'm using all High Street Cosmetics today products, but the L'Oreal, I got it right here. The L'Oreal Infallible Foundation, bee's knees, done. It is like so good. Also, I like to put it on like plaster, so you know, that's why I like it. So, but I just love it because I don't want to look like myself. Yeah. Now we have a nice smooth face. I'm going to powder my face quick using the Laura-mercier translucent setting powder. And now that I have my face or my foundation on, I'm going to just do my brows quick off camera, and then we'll get back to talk about this contour. Y'all, I just filmed for a half an hour, and it was filming, the little timer was going, and I hit end, and it disappeared into the universe. Okay, so anyways, I'm going to restart this. So by art definition, contouring is to mold into a specific shape, typically one designed to fit into something else. So ultimately, we are trying to make our face look like it's not our face. We want our face to look smaller or more emphasized in one way or another. Highlight, lighter, like concealer, highlighting powders will bring things forward, will make things more pronounced. Contouring, shading will make things more defined, sharper, darker, smaller. This is the Hoola Bronzer by Benefit. This is a very, very popular one, but whatever you have, this is probably my all-time favorite brush. It's by Sonia Kashuk. It is mad old, but it's a little tapered. It's very small. It just is perfect for getting in there. They also have these brushes. This is an actual contour brush that clearly I've been using. This is the Morphe 523, and it's very thin, so it's perfect for getting right in there. So a little bit of product on the brush. You're going to stay as close to your hairline as possible. Now, everybody's face is different, so you really have to look at your own forehead, the side of your face, your jawline area, like how much space do you have? Like how much like chin-ish do you have? Do you already have a pronounced jawline? Like when I speak, you can kind of see where it should be, but it's not. So when I'm sitting there stagnant, you don't see anything. until I talk. That's why I put contour powder there, so I can look thinner. And that's probably the number one reason as to why people like to contour, because it obviously gives them the illusion of cheekbones, which is very flattering on women. And then also it makes us look thinner. If you tan and contour, boom, you're looking thinner. The other day, I dropped my grandfather off to the hospital to visit my grandmother, and she just keeps it real. I came in, I only had foundation on, I had wet hair, I looked disgusting, like disgust. And she goes, "Oh my God, how much weight have you put on?" And I was like, "Oh, I mean, it just, like, I knew it, but when other people start to notice it, it hurts your feelings, which it shouldn't, because you're the one who shoved the donut in your mouth." But I think a lot of it too just had to do with I had not done my makeup. And so she was like, "Oh my gosh." And she like grabbed her chin and she grabbed her face. And it's like, well, yeah, that's where I contour usually. I always do my jawline and I always do my chin. And because I want those areas to look smaller. So when somebody sees me without it on, they're like, "Oh my gosh, she looks different. She looks bigger, nasty, or whatever." But also I'm somebody who always wears a certain amount of makeup every day. So when people don't see me with makeup, they're like, "Oh, what's different? You don't look like yourself." So, but that's just my life. Little product on your brush, tap off the excess, keep it as close to your hairline as possible. Now, I have almost probably 2 inches between my hairline and like the corner of my eye. So I always go down the whole side of my face with the contour. But if you don't have a lot of space here, some people do not put contour powder there, because it's just going to make it look even smaller. And then you're going to look weird, like an alien or something. Another thing, people are really self-conscious about their foreheads. Some people hate their foreheads. I personally love a 4-head. I love a 5-head. I love a 6-head. Like, I just love it. A 2-head freaks me out. Looks scary. But years ago, Tyra Banks had this show, America's Best Top Model or something like that. And I actually learned how to contour my forehead through her, because she was always very self-conscious about her forehead. She had like a 7-head or whatever. She was really just not feeling it. So she would put contour powder, shadow, whatever, up here, and she would bring it down a little bit. So it made this look smaller, and then it just showed this. So it made her forehead look a lot smaller. I don't need that, and nor do I want that. I like to rock the forehead. I remember one time I was in beauty school and somebody was like, "Dang, you just got your forehead out today." And I was like, yeah, but I'm not self-conscious about my forehead. Some people are, and if you are, and you have your hair back or whatever, then just absolutely, you can put some contour shade right here and bring it down a little bit. Just a little dusting right here. Don't mind all these baby hairs that just, I don't think are ever going to grow back. It's okay. Suck in your cheeks like a fish face to see that imaginary line. Or if that still doesn't come, you're just going to have to make one up yourself. You kind of start at the ear right here and all the way to the corner of your mouth. And I'm going right into the hair. And you want to bring it halfway down. So almost stopping like the middle of your eye. See how it's just more shading, more defined, I look thinner, more structured. And the same thing over here. Temples, and then I bring it down. I mean, I'm in my hairline. And then I go right underneath. I mean, I could be here all day. Now, if you want even more definition, you can take an even smaller brush. This is the Morphe, no number. This is just a small blending brush. It would be more for your eye makeup. But you can take that, tap off the excess, suck in your cheeks again. So when you're doing your makeup, and you're getting frustrated, walk away from it. So when, say you're painting something or you're working on a project, that's essentially what this is. This is a project. This is an art project. That's what you're doing. You want to almost step away from it and see what you're really doing. You know, like sometimes when I'm doing somebody's makeup, I'll do it and then I back away. Or sometimes if they're feeling uncomfortable, I will have them walk away. I'll change the scenery. I'll change something up, because when you're staring at something for so long, sometimes you start picking it apart, or you'll really like it, so you keep like going and going and going, and then when you walk away, you look scary. Some people will honestly like go in and then they'll go down right here. And it's to almost like make it look sunken in here. Like that. If you round the bend here, which will make you look thin. It's all about looking thin. I never do that because I just never do. But that's something like if you had a really bougie special event and you wanted to look sunken in, you can go down. But I always here and I flick it up because you want this whole section to be lighter. And if you feel like some of that contour has gotten lower into this section, then you can just take your translucent powder and carve that back out again, and that will just make it look more defined. So if you're feeling like it's still not giving you the definition and you want it to be a little bit more chiseled, I think this Hula one is a sample size. But I mean, this is what I contoured with, and this is what I'm going to go in. So this is mad shades darker, but I would not, this is Swiss chocolate. I would not suggest getting this one by MAC. I would get the Harmony one. I just have it laying around. So I would, again, suck in your cheeks, find your line, find where you want it to be a little extra defined, darker, whatever, and only do a little bit. That really has like cut that part of my face right off, which I'm okay with. Bye-bye. Even though there's nothing natural about it, the more you blend it, the more it's going to look natural. I'm just going to complete this look with the, it's California by Benefit blush. So then I'm just going to hit it with some makeup setting spray. This is the All Nighter by Urban Decay. And there you go. This is the final result. I hope this helped. Again, and just practice. That's all. That's how it's going to get there, is by practice. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.